following program may contain coarse language, suggestive dialogue, and discussion of violent imagery and sexual situations. It is intended for mature listeners who can tell the difference between facts and opinions.
It's a battle to determine the future of the field and the world. In this episode of the Toonami Faithful Podcast, I am your host, Sketch, and with me I have...
Hey, Streaming Steven, never late, still here.
And very appreciated, because it's just the two of us for now.
Woo!
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. You know how these things go, folks. Sometimes schedules don't coordinate, last-minute plans occur. And let me tell you, it's been a week. Captain, it's Wednesday. Hopefully somebody gets that reference.
It's a good one.
It is. That Tintin panel is constant mood for me. We have 3 episodes to recap today. There'll be Tokyo Revengers, Blue Lock, and My Adventures with Superman. The episode with the foreboding title, The Death of Superman. Oh, they're going there. They're going there.
They went. Yeah.
Metaphorically.
I mean, they could actually do it, which would be a fun thing, but you never know.
Yeah. That would have been... That would be pretty ballsy.
That would spice up, everything.
Yeah. Yeah. You thought this was a safe, originally for Cartoon Network show.
Not anymore.
I mean, they got that splash of blood on the title.
I know. Did you see that drip of blood? Man, that is good.
Yeah. We shouldn't talk about Superman first.
Okay.
We're going to try and wait for Paul before we get on Superman. So we're going to start with Tokyo Revengers as this bloody Halloween finally winds down in episode 22, One for All. And is that all for one? We're not My Hero Academia here. So we flash back to June 19th, 2003, where it's actually Baji who sort of creates the Tokyo Majin gang in order to protect Kazutora from the Black Dragons who have been hassling him because he kind of lives in their territory. And Mikey finally realizes that Baji wanted him to forgive Kazutora. Finally. Then the cops finally start showing up. Well, they're not here yet, but everybody knows the cops are coming. So both the Tokyo Maji gang and Valhalla disperse. They're like, we're going to get out of here. And you could see the disappointment on both the face of Hanma and Kiseki.
Mm-hmm. No, they were seething at that point. They're like, this is it.
This isn't how it was supposed to go.
All of my plans down the drain.
Yeah. Kazutora actually apologizes to Mikey and decides to stay behind with Baji's body and turn himself in. Well, that's good and noble. Let's see how he does in 10 years in juvie, and then maybe he'll want to try to kill Mikey again.
Maybe. You never know.
I hope not. I really want this to be the moment where Kazutora comes to his dang senses.
Will that happen? Who knows? But 10 years in juvie, don't know if that's going to happen.
Might not help. we all saw what 7 years in juvie did to him before.
Mm-hmm. Another 10's not going to, it might do it that last 10.
Yeah. Maybe. So in case it wasn't already obvious, yeah, Baji's dead. He's actually dead.
Yeah.
I don't,
That's. Mm-hmm.
I'm 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 um I'm a little surprised.
A little speechless as well.
These guys are pretty darn durable when they want to be. But you know, he made good on killing himself, I suppose. However tragic it really was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do it, man. You didn't have to do it.
I guess he felt like he did because he was already stabbed, but that I don't know. If he's like, hey, I better go quicker by my own hand instead of wasting away some other way. But I mean,
Yeah. Well, what he told Chifuyu to bring him some, what was it, yakisoba?
yeah.
Bring him some yakisoba. So he's brought some yakisoba to his grave, and he sets it down. And is like, I brought it, sir. And then he thinks back to when he met Baji, and man, I was not ready for how he met Baji.
Did you see that, man? That's something else.
Yeah, man, that was something. So, Chifuyu, Chi, 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 what's it? How do you pronounce? How do you pronounce? Yeah, Chifuyu. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Chifuyu. So he was a total punk in back in school, total punk, and he rolls up and he's like, I'm not going to respect anybody here. Nobody's going to get my respect. And then he meets this nerdy guy with glasses and his hair pulled up behind him in like a tight ponytail. And he's trying to kind of stupid. Even though he's trying to act nerdy.
Mm.
And for whatever reason, Chifuyu's like, oh, okay, this is how you do this. And that makes this glasses guy like real grateful. Like super duper grateful. And I think we as the audience are like, is that who I think it is? But
Yeah,
he doesn't.
we kind of like don't know, and it's like, huh?
Yeah. But he doesn't know. He doesn't
No.
know. But he goes to walk home and runs into a gang. What was that gang?
A gang of high schoolers, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, some gang of high schoolers, and he's all like, "What is this? 10 guys
Mm.
against one? Real fair, guys." You know, Chifuya puts up a good fight. He's scrappy. He can throw a punch. He can take a punch, but he's at his limit at a point. And then, what? Mash shows up.
Dude. That punch, man, that's a One Punch Man punch right there. That's the Mashal One Punch Man. That's All Might. That's like a punch that you see from the Hulk. That
Yeah.
guy's out for the count.
So Glasses Nerd just punched a guy way harder than anybody could have imagined. This guy could, like, he shows up as like, all right, I'll help you out, and they're like, what's this guy gonna do?
Here comes the nerd. Beat him up now.
Break several of your bones, I think.
That guy wasn't kidding up for the next few days.
Nope. And he takes off his glasses like he's Superman, pulls off his hair tie, lets his hair flow down, and is like, hey, I'm Baji from the Tokyo Majin Gang. And anybody who messes with my friends messes with me. And, you know.
Yeah,
It,
that was a wholesome introduction.
it really was. It really, really was. I love this side of Baji is like, oh man, if I fail again, mom's gonna be so upset. Like, he's a mama's boy.
Yeah.
How's his mama doing right now?
Yeah, that's not going to be too well.
Man, that's sad. That's sad. Somebody needs to go console his mother.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm surprised Shifuyu didn't at least. I mean, he's met her.
Yeah.
At least one time when they went to get yakisoba. It's like, oh, mom, there's only one left.
I'm surprised, Sketch, they don't have funerals for these characters. Yu Yu Hakusho did, and that had, in the beginning, that had, like, impact, right? That someone actually died. This is like,
Yeah.
oh, they're at the grave, and it's like, they buried him already. He's done. Like,
Yeah,
they should have something,
you got a
right?
point there. We haven't really experienced a funeral, despite many people dying.
A lot of people are going down, man. It's like, there need to be a funeral for these people to understand grief.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're high schoolers, middle schoolers, I guess, and so maybe, and they process it differently, but still, they have to go through some type of process.
Yeah. Trying to think back. Didn't 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 uh didn't Takamichi go to Hina's funeral? Like in
Yeah,
the original
in
time?
yeah, when he went back for the first time, and then she died again, and then he went for the funeral.
Yeah. Well,
So
thank you,
they
Mr.
showed
AJ Tibbs.
one.
I wasn't looking at that chat, but yeah. So that's why I mean that is arguably the most significant funeral.
Yeah, I guess.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it still would be fun to have like a funeral with all the boys coming together, kind of like doing it.
I guess
Actually
that's just
having it.
not what they do. They're more the show up with yakisoba or flowers or booze or whatever at the grave and be like, man, things have changed since you left.
Yeah, they still don't call the police.
What should I do, big bro?
Next time, call the police.
Consulting that. Yeah, next time call the police sooner.
You might have saved him. It's like they're waiting around. It's like, is he dead? Is he dead?
Man, when Baji died, he was like, thank you for being my friend. And I'm like, oh man, this is reminding me of Ace.
Everyone has tears in their eyes. It's like I'm watching it, trying to I'm tearing up, trying to do some stupid comment about it. I'm like, no,
No, no, we will not desecrate.
do not die yet.
Oh man, Baji wasn't with us for long, but I shall miss him, as will everybody else.
He was a
Right.
good one.
So after that really amusing flashback, Draken and Takamichi visit Kazutora in juvenile hall and tell him that he has been forgiven and he's still a member of the Tokyo Maji gang. Now stew on that for 10 years and hopefully you'll be in a better head place.
Hopefully, You're all forgiven. Don't worry about it. Just worry about the next 10 years in life and everything you've done to do that.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, man. I'm glad this fight was over. Like Kuro, I was finding it to be just distasteful.
Yeah. It did drag on a little bit too much, but I mean,
yeah,
I get it, but I don't know. That
there were
Halloween
a few
was a bad
flashbacks in
Halloween.
there.
Yeah. That was a bloody Halloween.
It was a long Halloween. Just like Batman had.
Mm-hmm.
Takamichi wishes he was Batman.
Yeah. Throws off his coat.
Oh, yeah. The charm, man. The charm.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Baji kept that charm all those years. That
Good
was
for him for doing it.
Yeah, that was real. I also really enjoyed that opening sequence where they're all like, my motorcycle's the best in the city. Mine's the best in Tokyo. Well, mine's the best in the world. Well, mine's the best in the universe.
That's cute how they try to each one up each other, and each motorcycle got progressively worse. Like you go from like some cool ones, one founded in the junkyard from the 70s, the other one's riding a moped.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bud.
Yeah.
They tried. It's a fun little gang. They don't mean any harm. They just want to beat people up and do nothing else but sit and talk.
Yeah, totally. I mean, they did. Start this as a way of protecting each other, which is noble. But you've taken it too far, boys. You've taken it much too far.
They grew too much. And they outgrew their shirts and pants.
They're gonna need gonna need to order a whole new set.
A whole new set. Get the tailor out again. You need to do the whole.
Get it in bulk.
Get about 500 of them. Like start giving it out to people on the street.
Yeah. Something like that. That tailor is getting paid.
Dude, he's the only one in that whole place getting paid. Like how many gangs around them are going around and just like getting like name inscriptions in there? Guys like thinking, man, he is making money. Unless he's doing it all for free, which, I commend you for that, but you need to make some money off these kids because they could not. They could have money. They probably don't.
Yeah, I think they're all broke boys.
Yeah.
They can afford the odd yakisoba every now and then.
Yeah, they can only. You can see that how much money they had between them to buy a charm. It wasn't even enough, and it's like, okay.
Oh yeah. True.
Took them all that time to get like emblazoned name stuff on it. They had to find the Valhalla gang had to find. They couldn't get the fancy inscription from the tailor. They had to go get some guy who knew how to silk print in their gang, and he's like, "I'll just paint it all on. Don't worry about it."
Oh, boy, it's true. It's true. Well, I think we're good on this one. You got any final thoughts?
I mean, it's sad to see a death in kind of like a anime. I mean, he did go out kind of the way he lived, fast and loose. Yeah. But at least he was kind of like happy and, yeah, that's about it. I guess he went out like he lived, fast and loose and smiling all the way.
He was smiling. He was indeed smiling. Time to move on to Blue Lock. In episode 22, Voice. Play resumes with Isagi taking the kickoff and passing to Chigiri, who outruns Aryu for the ball. Isagi positions himself to create an opening. Rin sneaks up behind Isagi to try and take the ball away, but that's exactly what Isagi was anticipating. Astoundingly, Isagi turns his back towards the goal and shoots from his back heel to tie the match 4-4. Play resumes with Tokimitsu taking the kickoff, passing the ball to Rin, who passes it high to Aryu to take advantage of his high jumping ability. Aryu passes the ball to Bachara, but what's this? Bachara seems indecisive. Chigiri steals the ball. Isagi and Baro pass the ball back and forth. and Bachara makes a tackle attempt at Isagi, but Isagi dodges it and shoots the ball. Oh, it looks good, but oh, Rin blocks the ball with his head. Bachara takes the ball and finally makes a play, but his shot is blocked by Isagi. What a heated match, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a good voice sketch.
Thank you. During all of this heated soccer battling, Bachara's really struggling to figure out what he wants to do. Does he want to be friends? Does he want to use his ego? Does he want to listen to the monster? He keeps on thinking. He finally thinks, I need to stop listening to the monster. Well, if you're not going to listen to the monster, what are you going to listen to?
Himself.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. He hasn't been listening to himself the whole time, so he's got no one else inside his head.
Yeah. It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time. Bachara, he gets a rude awakening when Chiguri's all like, hey, quit daydreaming. I'm gonna steal the ball from you. And then later, Nagi's like, man, with the way you're playing, we're not taking you. We're probably gonna take Rin.
Yeah.
And Bachara's like, what? What? No.
This is my plan all along. I was trying to do this.
So
you know what? It's almost like these kids, the soccer players, are trying to find a date for prom, and they're all competing to find a date for prom. It dawned on me that that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to look fancy in front of the next one and trying to get their date. And they can't do that. And the other one realizes, hey, not the one.
Man. That's something. But yeah, it's like Bachara, buddy, if you don't start playing good, ain't nobody gonna want to take you.
No.
So finally, he starts playing good. And man, he has got some crazy moves. He dribbles through multiple people. Like, whoa.
Where did he pull that one off?
I know, right? It's crazy. Totally nuts. Some very high intensity play going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But it almost feels like, oh, game's almost over. I better hurry up and do something so they'll want to take me.
They need to like me a little more. I need to go faster.
Yeah, because, the logical thing, hard to say. Because if you take Rin, then you're going to keep competing with Rin on your own team.
Yeah.
So even though having Rin would be very beneficial to the chances of you succeeding at your next whatever, perhaps it's better to eliminate such a powerful opponent. Not that he'd be eliminated. In fact, that's pretty much the perfect revenge match scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they had their revenge match against Rin's team. So, if they don't take Rin, if they take Bachara, which they probably still will.
Yeah.
Then that leaves Rin with still a pretty strong team that, I don't know, maybe he'll snag Kunigami.
They could. But I don't know if that would work out in their favor.
Nah, Kunigami doesn't necessarily suit what they have going on. Not sure who they should take, honestly. I mean,
that's the obvious choice right there.
I mean, Tokimitsu is a monster, and Aryu is pretty insane himself. So, yeah, it's it's hard to say what you could add to that mix. Bachira was in theory a really good pick because he's so he's such a wild card when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Frankly, it would be really interesting to see what Reen could do with Barrow.
Ooh, that would be fun.
But if they win this, then Barrow's going to the next round with them.
Yeah. Because now he's like, instead of thinking he's the king, he's like now the demon king. So he's thinking he's like ruling over everything with his like alternate power or something. So, yeah, it would be fun and interesting to see him. He does have a really good like side story. Not side story. Be interesting to see like what is his story along there. But he does have an interesting thing that when you see him outside of matches, he's like a neat freak and really clean, and that brings a really good comedic element to the story.
Yeah, I really like that side of him. It does make sense that he would like things to be just as such.
Yeah, yeah.
He's certainly OCD.
That's one word you can say.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Loud thud. Edit it and post. If I remember.
It's a post problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a post problem. Won't worry about it. Well, I mean, it kind of looks like Isagi's team's gonna manage to win this.
We'll see if that's true. They managed to lose stuff before.
That is true. That is very, very true. I guess we'll see soon enough. There's just 2 more episodes left of this season, and as of now, we do not know if Toonami will continue into season 2 for this or Tokyo Revengers. But we'll probably find out if that's the case. Maybe by the next podcast.
Sure. Is there a season 3 of Blue Lock?
There isn't. There's a season 3 and 4 and 5 of Tokyo Revengers.
Oh wow, that shows keep going, huh?
Nope, I was wrong. There's 4. Well, there's 3 seasons currently. A 4th one will air in October of 2026. So later this year. Oh, hey, I forgot to mention at Anime Expo. I know Jeffries did mention the Tokyo Revengers booth and the Los Angeles Revengers. I'm not sure if that's just like haha, we're at Anime Expo in Los Angeles, or if it's like, I don't know, maybe part of the story takes place in Los Angeles. I don't know.
They time travel to Los Angeles. Let's go.
They don't have to time travel to Los Angeles, though. I do wonder how they would all manage to get to Los Angeles since they're all still teenagers.
There's no adults in this world. There's no adults in this world. They just hop on a flight and go.
They just hijack a plane.
Yeah.
But the other thing,
stage and grow in the gang.
The other thing that I noticed at that booth that I wanted to mention, there was a punching machine to test your punch strength. That's so on brand. I love it.
That is fun.
Yeah, that's super fun. I like that. I like that a lot.
You should have tried it, Sketch.
I should have. I don't know why I didn't. I think there was a line at the time.
Oh, that makes sense.
I didn't spend as much time in Expo Hall as I would have liked. There was so much to see. So much to see. But I did go over to the Hulu booth and did the Rooster Fighter chicken dance. So that was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, nice.
Pretty fun. Once again, another pleasant memory from this year's Anime Expo. Okay. Well, we've talked about the other two, so here we go. The death, metaphorically, of Superman. In the last episode, Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman, has started attacking the whole city, and he sent a broadcast message out calling Superman to come defend the city. So, Superman and Supergirl arrive in Metropolis, and they proceed to fight Henshaw and his army of Kryptonian clones, drones, with Kryptonian drones. Back at the farmhouse, John finally comes clean to Lois that Henshaw actually killed Superman in his future, and he traveled back in time in order to stop that from happening. And he did so with the help from Dr. Luthor. And Lois is like, Dr. Luthor? He's the one that caused this. He's like, yeah, but he's also the one that's stopping it. Yeah, sure.
Makes sense.
Supergirl fights Henshaw's drones, and Superman struggles to fight against Henshaw himself. And this is some real Dragon Ball Z fighting going on.
Man, that was like some power behind there. You knew the Saiyans came then.
Yeah. Well, Superboy did appear to save him, and Clark's immediately like, no, go protect your mother. He's like, no, you don't understand. If I don't help right now, you're both gonna die. Meanwhile, at LexCorp, Lois punches out Luthor.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yes.
And Slade is all like, huh, a blip, huh? Is like, oh yeah, I bet you're loving this. I bet we're even, huh? Yeah.
Mm.
Like, not quite. She slugs him. Now we're even. what a catty guy Slade is. What a catty guy he is in this continuity. And Luthor's all like, I'm not going to do anything to stop him. Why would I stop him? And Lois is like, well, if you don't stop him, who do you think he's coming for next? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Point taken.
There you go.
I don't remember the first time that Lois punched Luthor. He said it was the second time she's assaulted him. I'm surprised it's only the second.
Yeah.
Also, Lex, sue her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He's got enough money to do it. It would work.
Like, that's assault, bro. you and you're rich.
Yeah.
You got plenty. You could bury Lois Lane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you don't, but
yeah.
Aren't you smart?
Not that smart. He's not legal smart. He's smart.
Yeah. Not to undercut Jimmy, he also helps to persuade Luthor. I don't get it. For some reason, Lex listens to Jimmy sometimes.
That is weird, man.
Yeah, because they were in like similar social standing for only a moment, it felt like. But,
maybe he thinks he still has like money, I guess.
Maybe.
Like, oh yeah, he does have money. I have to listen to him. He still hasn't checked the Flamebird, any of the Flamebird, the money they have. So it's like, oh, interesting.
Well, he's gonna make it all back in comics because comics always sell, especially like they did in the 90s.
Exactly. Well, how much is he in debt? Is he in like? Didn't the tally show that he was in debt? Either it was this episode or the last one, where he's like $1,800 in debt or something.
Yeah, he was like, let me take care of that. And like, I don't think you can.
Bro's thinking Flamebird's gonna rise from the flame again.
He's trying. By golly, he's trying.
But he's out there in, like, the social scene, so everyone thinks he has all that money when he has nothing. So no one checks people's, like, bank accounts. I mean, I get it. No one knows, but still, I guess Jimmy carries himself around like everyone knows him, or I don't know, that Instagram stuff, all his flame word stuff must be working, like, hard for him. This carrying him. That money's not, but that stuff is.
Yeah. So remember in the prior season when we had all those Metallos that were just Metallo by name? Now we have something that's a lot closer to what Metallo typically is, and that is a kryptonite powered cyborg. And this cyborg is also kryptonite powered and proceeds to shoot kryptonite beams at the super people, which, hurts a lot, slows
Mhm.
them down. Generally, very bad poisoning. Man, this show makes kryptonite look so painful.
Dude, yeah, I seen that tweet that you posted about that. It does, like, there's crystals coming out of people's body.
Yeah, man, it's brutal. It's sickening. Like, ow.
That's some body horror right there. It's like,
It's not.
he's
It's
got
not.
yeah. Mm,
You'd think if he was exposed enough that he'd just like turn into a crystal.
yeah. I
Ugh, ugh.
I do wonder, like, at what point does that happen? Do you just turn into a crystal and you can't come back out? Wait a minute. Is all kryptonite people?
Hmm. Eh, hmm. I hadn't really thought
Yeah.
about that.
Like,
Uh,
because if they're saying that, so if we can foreshadow the, like, not foreshadow, but, like, extend it out, if they get kryptonite poisoning enough, their body turns all to crystal. So does that mean the kryptonite that they have, that humans have, are all Kryptonian people that were just exposed to it? Because I know kryptonite itself, the planet where they all came from, it was irradiated differently and with a different sun and everything. And so then with how it blew up or whatever, that's how they got it or whatever. And then it comes to Earth and the sun irradiates a different way. And so it's like they're allergic to their home planet. So are they people?
Man, I wouldn't be too surprised if that's the direction that they went.
Yeah.
I think you're putting the pieces together there.
Yeah. That or I'm crazy.
E- e- Either or.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. I there's this moment where Henshaw is absolutely outraged at the thought that the Kryptonians are breeding.
Yeah.
It's like, you have a family? I'll never have a family.
You can see his face is like, bro's not right. His face is like looking inside the shattered glass of the skyscraper, and it's like every time he shatters it, it just gets a little more broken. Dude, he lost it a long time ago when he was in that, in that spaceship. He was losing oxygen or something. If he's seen people flying through the air, and I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That was a good shot, though. That's like a
Oh
really
yeah,
good shot.
that was a really good shot. That was no wonder they used it for like promo
Yeah.
promo art. It's a very striking shot. Yeah, as he comes to the realization of what a monster he's become, but he hasn't really come to that realization yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
He still thinks he's something, man.
He's like, I was supposed to be the future, and then you people came and changed everything. It's like, dude,
Bro was just an astronaut. He's not the future.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Well, if you
don't think
didn't,
Superman was the future either. He's just a guy who can fly.
if you didn't know, Hank Henshaw and his space crew were supposed to be like a nod to the Fantastic Four.
Mm.
Yeah. But this like I get it. Reed Richards, Hank Henshaw, you know.
Mm-hmm. They had to
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah. Yeah, only they were like a really horrific version of the Fantastic Four.
The dysfunctional Fantastic Four.
Yeah, like ugh. If you think the actual Fantastic Four have it bad, you could twist it far worse.
Mm-hmm.
Far worse. And in the original comics, Luthor doesn't build the cyborg. It's Henshaw loses his body and uses Kryptonian technology that he finds out in space in order to and some Superman DNA to construct a cyborg body that he can live in. And that's how it was in the 90s.
And we all liked it.
I mean, some people liked it.
Yeah, most did. Most were like, he's dead. How did you kill him off?
Yeah. This time we get the cyborg Superman before the death of Superman. And in that respect, I feel like they're also mixing a little bit of Doomsday into this version of Hank Henshaw.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah,
That
because
that it.
eventually he
Mhm.
starts taking on like a more grotesque form as he loses a limb and he reattaches some technology and it like bulges into this beefy, scary arm. I'm like, kind of Doomsday.
Kind of Doomsday, kind of Akira in there. Got everything. Throw it all in. It makes sense. It's
And they
Superman.
already mentioned Metallo
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So he is certainly a force to be reckoned with, and both Superman and Supergirl are having a real hard time fighting him. I mean, Superman's basically down for the count at this moment. He's pretty well poisoned by the kryptonite, and Kara's doing a bit better, and she's about to go fight him, and John's like, no, Aunt Kara, you can't fight him, and he explains to her, and this is so heartwarming and tragic that when Clark died and Lois died in John's future, it was his Aunt Kara who raised him and taught him how to live, and he just doesn't want to see her die again.
That is too sad, man.
Yeah. But this is a very headstrong Kara, so she's like, no, I have to fight him. And Superboy's like, wait, but I got this armor that protects me from the kryptonite. So I can fight him. And he's like, okay, just lend me some of that. So the two of them start fighting against Henshaw in his more grotesque form and trying to overpower him. Also, I think I missed the point where, yeah, before he like gets real freaky, he actually has kind of got the super people at bay well enough that he's decided to go visit Lex, who's trying to hack back into him, and he busts into LexCorp, and Lex tries to talk to him. It doesn't go well, but it's not long before he is pulled back into the actual fight. But once he realizes that the that the armor is protecting them from being hurt by the kryptonites, he quickly dispatches the armor with like normal lasers, and then proceeds to hit them with the kryptonite beam. Not very nice.
No.
And it's at that point that Clark summons more than the strength he had left, gets up, fights back against the poisoning, kind of supercharges his cells, and manages to mostly defeat Henshaw. But as he succeeds in pulling out the kryptonite, you see inside his body, the supercells have gone dark.
That's sad.
I think he lost his powers.
Yeah.
It's pretty apparent he has
Mhm.
lost his powers. But man, whew,
He went for all out though.
he really did. Superman pushed it beyond his limits, and there's always a
Yeah. It is
oh gosh,
interesting.
it's like
Go ahead, Sketch.
it's like Hunter x Hunter.
No.
Who had gone pushes past his limits and loses his Nen.
Yeah. Man,
These
this
guys
show
won't
really
get
has everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is interesting. This is the second time he did it, right? Because then I
Second,
think the second time that he got these, he went all out and he was like almost did all the powers.
oh yeah, yeah, he did that against Brainiac, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. It was Brainy. Yeah, first or second season, one of them, he went all out and he took him out. It always reminds me whenever I don't think they did it recently, but in this show, it always reminds me of Superman Blue and Red. So because that has a long, complicated history with the deaths of Superman, because he does fight Cyborg Superman, but then Cyborg Superman like technically splits him in two. So it's like after fighting with him, he got split in two to Red and Blue, which was like this whole other arc of stuff. But
I'm
does
vaguely familiar, but I have not read any of those comics.
okay, yeah, he does. I do wonder like how far are they reading into the comics, and what do they put their twist on it? Because Parasite is involved in getting Superman's powers back. You have the Eradicator, so you have other Supermans are coming in that like transfers powers. Clark and Lois actually get married during that time. So something might be going on within that time. They kind of retire to the farm. So it is interesting.
It's possible. But getting back to the end of this battle, Henshaw is defeated, but he's got one last card up his sleeve, and that's a self-destruct. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. But as his self-destruct is keying up, he realizes that John isn't being hurt by the kryptonite, and Superman says, well, that's because his mother's human. And he's like, no. I'm the monster after all. I'm trying to kill humans. I mean, haven't you tried to kill a lot of humans, actually?
He did it that whole day, man.
Why suddenly the change of heart?
Guess he couldn't defeat him? Why did John have anti-kryptonite armor anyway if kryptonite didn't hurt him? Does it like hurt him in the alternate timeline?
Good question. I think it still hurts him a bit. It just doesn't hurt him
not as much, yeah.
Because he's half.
Got it.
He's half. He's like Gohan. Half human, half alien. Yeah. Well, in the aftermath of that, Clark is like, oh, where's the truck? Dad's gonna kill me if I lose the truck. Where's my glasses? I can't see. And Lois is like, you don't need glasses, Clark. Is like, about that. So, I don't know what happened, but I think I lost my powers. And Lois is like, well, I guess we didn't save Superman, but we did save Clark.
So it was the death of Superman.
Yes. The death of Superman. Well, right around this time, John's like, oh, shoot, my magic time travel bracelet. It's not magic. My time travel bracelet is going off, it means I'm almost out of battery and it's going to send me home. It's like, how does that work? If it's running out of battery, it sends you home? Why doesn't it just strand you?
It takes double A's, so it knows to get home.
I guess. But
He has to,
yeah,
he has to go
it's
rummage in the drawer to get a few other ones.
right. Well, everybody sends their their sad farewells. They're like, well, hopefully things are better in the future. Spoiler alert, things are not better in the future. Yes, John returns to a second dystopian future. This one where Lex Luthor is pretty high up the food chain, and I think he's got like Brainiac stuff going on with the three
Yeah.
symbols.
It feels like it's Brainiac. It probably is some type of Brainiac merging because that's what
Yeah.
Lex always does. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's bald. Yay! We finally got bald Lex.
He's bald and he's skinny this time. The other one was bald and I mean, I wouldn't say fat, but he was definitely put some meat on his bones. But this one, he's skinny, he's lithe, if that's how you pronounce that. And he's been he's still got Wilson working for him, and Wilson's like, found a guy. And I mean, future dystopian Wilson definitely looks pretty edgy.
Yeah, he does.
Pretty edgy. And I like how Luthor basically says word to your mother. It's like, my regards to your mother, Jonathan Lane. Jonathan Lane? Not Jonathan Kent?
Interesting.
So the other thing I want to point out, since you mentioned Eradicators, in this dystopian future, you see a fairly on-point rendition of the Eradicators from the comics.
Yep. Yeah, there's some good ones there.
They got the yellow visor, which is fairly trademark of the Eradicators.
Yeah.
Which
Like
was
all of them had to wear that.
Yeah. Well, when there was only one Eradicator who was believed to be Superman, there was some BS about how the sun rays are too strong on his eyes and he has to wear those shades. They're like, what? Come on. What? Come on.
Got cataract surgery.
Come
and he has to
on.
wear those
Come on.
glasses all the time. I mean, I gotta say, for those 90s, early 90s, late 90s comics, they went for some style with those things. I mean, it didn't last long, but they tried to go for it, and they're like, you know what we need to do? Give Superman glasses.
Yeah. True that. Wow, this is halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Halfway through the season, and they just had such a climax.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like it was a little bit rushed. Especially Henshaw's character arc seems particularly a little too condensed for my liking. Like, you really should have let that simmer a bit longer.
Yeah, a couple episodes, probably by there's 10 episodes in this season. I would say give it to 6 or 7. Make it last a little longer, that he kind of because it's not that he hates Superman, which he does, but it's not that. It feels like to me that you had to condense it down because there's a different threat that's coming, and he was like the mini boss, and so there has to be someone higher up the food chain, and so they're like, let's throw him in there as the mini boss that can challenge Superman, that can take his powers away, and then later on have him come back. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think there's anyone else that would do it. It has to be him, unless there's Lex coming in as the main baddie.
guess we'll see. Mr. AJ Tibb in the chat says, "Is John from their future or a different timeline? If he is from that future, wasn't he supposed to be born before the Hank attack?" Yeah. Well, I think that's part of the reason why he was like, "Wait, I thought I had time. I haven't been born yet. Why is the cyborg Superman attacking already?"
I haven't had enough time in the world to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's so
I really don't think Lois and Clark got married and had a kid after the cyborg Superman was introduced.
mm,
Unless he really laid low for a while. And hey, maybe in that timeline he did. Maybe he
yeah.
was smarter about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. There was a point where Henshaw like controlled all of the electronics in the city. Like that's scary.
Yeah, that is.
That's a scary power he's got there.
I did like
Yeah.
Little John in his little Superman onesie.
Oh yeah, that was
That
cute.
was cute. Him fighting with Carr and Carr's training him.
Yeah.
Carr's got that long hair. It's like, oh, okay.
Very wholesome. Despite being a sad dystopia.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Mom, you don't understand. When I got here, like it was so different from my world that people weren't screaming in terror everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. I went to the mall. I got this jacket and these wheelies. I thought there would be more time."
Had to be more time.
I mean, there should have been, but you know what they say: you mess with time, time
Yeah.
messes back.
There you go.
Yeah, we're doing alternate future timeline shenanigans here. So,
How many
see
more
where.
does John go through?
Well, I can't tell you.
Yeah, I know you've seen it all.
I can't tell you. All right. Paul has joined us.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Well, thank you for staying quiet.
Mm. By the way,
But I really want to hear your thoughts on this episode of My Adventures with Superman.
well, episode 5 was the best episode so far of this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I do feel I have to agree. It seems like it was like I don't know if rushed is the right question is the right question right word because it didn't it I don't know it didn't fit like what they were trying to do with Superman because they're like doing all this, which is stupid, lovey-dovey shit for the last 4 episodes, and then you do this, and you're like, wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait, what's going on? what what are we doing here? Um, so I don't know if rushed is a good word, but more like
Kind of escalated quickly.
yeah, it escalated very quickly. Now, let's keep in mind, I think what they only do 10 episodes
Yeah.
of the season, so I mean, I give them a little bit of grace on what they're trying to do and what they're trying to fit in. But I do find it interesting like this episode is in the middle and you're kind of sitting here going,
What's a
okay.
bigger threat than this?
Yeah, what's a bigger threat than this? I mean, obviously we get a little preview of it. Also, that does bring up a good point of was that his is his future the same as as that timeline? That is a good question now because it was so accelerated. And maybe when we get to the end of this season, episode 5 will make a little bit more sense of why it was accelerated. And maybe that was the point because if John was supposed to be part of this Okay, let's just go there. Alternate Trunks universe.
I know, right? It's Dragon Ball time travel logic.
Yeah. I mean, if that's where we're going with this, then okay, I guess it makes sense.
He's
But then
future
there
Trunks.
again, but here's the thing, like there again, if
Future
he
Trunks has
wasn't
come back to fight a cyborg.
future Trunks, that's look. There's a lot of anime in this series so far. Let's just throw it out there.
Is he fighting the Red
Um,
Ribbon Army?
don't give them. Well, I mean the cyborg. Never mind. Let's not go there.
I'm surprised they didn't give him a sword.
Oh, that would have been fun.
And then they can do the team 4-star version where he does the G Gundam thing, which I loved that, by the way. Um anyways, back on topic. uh it's just weird because it's like, well, is it an isn't it alternate timeline? But it can't be an alternate timeline because then his timeline wouldn't have changed. So it's like, huh, okay, this is weird. So why did it accelerate so fast to Superman almost dying before he was born? So yeah, lots of questions. Lots of good questions. One thing that we do know, I mean, or at least we can assume, is that when Superman, Clark, whatever, gets Lois pregnant, he still has his powers. Or at least that's what it seems like. So I don't know if this is part of the plan, sort of, in the storyline or not. But when Superman died, I assume he still had his powers. So, um, yeah. So that's interesting. It's I'm interested to see where it's going. I don't. I'm kind of this season so far has kind of got me like confused at what they were doing because season one was great, lots of action. I have no complaints about season one. Season two, was a little bit like this season, but it was still a lot more action, him fighting bad guys, whatnot. That's why this season's kind of got me going. Okay, what's the point of all this lovey-dovey, over the top? Let's just get Kara and what's his name together, Jimmy together, like already bullshit. Like I'm just, yeah, that part confuses me. That's the only thing that confuses me. Like I'm sure there's a point to it, and
The
I'm
show is
sure
always focused a lot on the romantic aspect.
true,
A lot more than
but
say Superman the animated series. I mean, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like when did Clark and Lois even go on a date?
they never did it in the original animated series.
Yeah.
You never saw it in the animated series. You never saw it in Justice League or Justice League Unlimited. I mean, there were hints, but to be honest, you got more of that relationship in the one-off movie animated movies than you did from the animated series itself. So, um I'm
Yeah.
sure that was done on purpose because you want to focus more on the superhero instead of the love story. And I get it, and it worked, and it was great. I don't have any complaints about that, but I mean, every once in a while it would have been fine to do that. I mean, look at what they did with Smallville. I mean, Smallville,
I mean, look at what they did in Justice League, where they
yeah.
had the relationship between Batman and Wonder Woman and the relationship between Green Lantern and Hawkgirl.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, romance was a big part of those characters in those shows.
Right. You
But
hint
in
at
this
that stuff,
this
but
show
then
in
you don't do anything.
particular, I think the goal has always been this is a rom-com / action show,
Yes. Absolutely.
which is
And again,
refreshing.
yeah, it
Really,
is refreshing to see it, but I also
it's like
I
if
want them
Teen
to
Titans committed.
Teen Titans Committed. I mean,
Because there's all kinds of relationship stuff in Teen Titans, but they don't want to focus on it.
I just want them to do more action. That's all. I think what they were doing the last 2 seasons worked, and I think because I have seen a little bit of complaining on this show on social media. Of course, obviously, there's going to be some complaining no matter what. But
Of course.
yeah, I mean, I would say I think this show could get some more action in it instead of being like, let's see what Jimmy's doing this episode. Like,
All right. In fairness, I mean, you look at the episodes this season. I mean, the first episode had a decent amount of action. The second episode, like, Superman sort of fights a bank robber with the kryptonite whip, but really he's just kind of letting her wear out her whip and then stop her. And like the episode was called Mobile Suit Toy Man, and the giant robot doesn't show up until like the last 5 minutes. Or even less than that. And it's over in like a minute. it's crazy. Like, wow. Where does it get to the fireworks factory? And then in the next episode, it's mostly about Jimmy and Kara's relationship stuff. And then in the next episode, it's getting to know John. And we fight the dinosaurs, but we don't really fight the dinosaurs. I mean, we don't want to fight the dinosaurs. We just want to have peace. So yeah, this is the action episode so far, and it delivered for sure.
Yeah, it definitely delivered. I mean, I'm not saying that this episode didn't. So okay, outside of episode 5, that's my complaint. This episode, I don't have any complaints about, really. I do like.
I understand. I understand that feeling. Like, I don't particularly mind it because I'm in it for all of the relationship stuff. Though I wish Jimmy would get out of his own head. Really, really, Jimmy.
Yeah, I do like. I would say the one thing that you know what. Let me take it back about episode 4 too, because one thing that this show is doing that I kind of feel like we didn't see in any like animated version, really. I mean, now you got Superboy, which we don't really get this for Superboy in an animated series, so I'm kind of happy to see that.
I mean, there's Young Justice.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Young Justice. It had several great seasons.
No. I mean, I don't know if I count that as Superboy, to be honest with you.
What are you talking about? That is that's like the classic origin of Superboy. Connor Kent.
He's in it.
Yeah, Connor Kent is the 90s origin of Superboy, basically. I mean, there's.
I thought he was. Wasn't he in Young Justice a clone of Superman though?
Yeah, that is Superboy. Well, if you're talking about, all right, if you're talking about the son of Lois and Clark, yeah, that character kind of didn't exist before fairly recently. So there was like that animated movie with the Super Sons, but other than that, and I mean, obviously that's a different thing because it's they're very young in that. So
I mean,
yeah, to that point, yes, this John Kent has not been adapted to an animated series yet. Before now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of refreshing to see that. I mean, I guess whatever. Superboy was in Young Justice, but I don't know. Maybe I just don't count
that is Superboy. This
I don't
is
know. Maybe I just don't count that one. I don't know.
this is kind of not Superboy, but it is John
Yeah.
Kent.
Which is
It's
nice to
like
see.
yeah, it's an amalgamation really. They wanted to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and boom, that's their Superboy.
Well, I think when they saw how successful Batman, um, actually having a son of Batman was doing those movies, I think this is kind of like, oh, we're gonna do that with Superman too. And you know what? I'll be honest, it does work for this series. So it's gonna be interesting to see though how, if this series does progress, which I hope it does continue past this season. Um, it's going to be interesting to see, number one, if this season we see any more about the future, but number two, um, what what's going to happen down the line with Jonathan Kent, and hopefully that's not the last time we're going to see him. So we'll see. I also find it funny that Luther's like, "Who said that you could go back into the future?" And I'm thinking,
You
that was
did?
you. You did, but okay.
Who would give you a stupid idea like that? You?
Yeah.
A much nicer you? Yeah.
By the way, did Cyborg Superman have kryptonite as
I
his main
don't believe
system?
so.
That's
There
what I
might
was
have been
wondering.
there might have been a version in the comics at some point that used that, but I don't think so. They're really just
Yeah.
throwing some Metallo in the mix here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I was like, what is this supposed to be, a mix of Cyborg Superman and Metallo? Because I was like,
And
I don't
just a little bit of
recall.
Doomsday,
Yeah. So
who was the one who actually killed Superman.
yeah.
I guess they just didn't want to retread Doomsday. Okay.
Which by the way, let's face facts. Does Superman really lose his powers, by the way? I mean, yes, he doesn't have his powers right this second. But let's be real for a second, though. Like, he has a fortress of solitude that in several iterations of Superman, well, pretty much almost all of them, at some point he loses his powers. He either by dying, coming back as electricity, or turning into electricity, um, insert this, that, or the other. Or the one thing that happens pretty much all the time in so many iterations that I've seen and read of Superman is there's something in the Fortress of Solitude that gives him his powers back. So it's, I don't know, I don't see this being like a permanent thing for him. It'll be an interesting thing to see, but I don't see this being,
You know, those robots at the fortress said some very foreboding things in that first episode.
It's almost like they knew.
It's almost like they knew.
They probably do.
Mm.
They probably do. And it's funny because I don't know if you guys were thinking this, but I'm looking at Lex Luthor and I'm being like, dude, is Brainiac part of him?
I know, right? That's what I think.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too, because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him and I'm
Like those symbols almost always mean Brainiac.
Yeah.
yeah.
They almost always mean that on the head or something. So
But
Yeah. So
they also seem to be kind of the shorthand for Kryptonian technology in this iteration. So
mhm. Yep.
maybe not. He has to have
Something.
some way to control those drones, though.
So maybe.
I mean, it
Maybe
makes
it
more
turns
sense to
in.
me.
Maybe it turns him into it, because there's always a Brainiac type thing with Lex and Brainiac, and then Brainiac like takes over everything else because that's what he does. But yeah, it makes sense that it could be some tech that he's using from Brainiac, and maybe it works out.
I mean, if you watch the animated series in the 90s, early 2000s, you know what happened between when Luthor and Brainiac combined. That was
That was
interesting
something.
to say the least. Yeah, and then it took Flash to basically almost kill himself to, you know, kill him. So, not kill him, but disable him. So, yeah, yeah, very
Then there was
interesting all around.
then there was a Brainiac Doom. What was it? Brainiac Darkseid combo. That was something.
Eek.
Oh, ooh, jeez.
That was in,
Ugh.
yeah, that was in Justice League. Yeah, Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, one of the two. That
I
was
think it
that
was
combo.
Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, that was a crazy combo right there. Getting two of the
Justice League
worst of the worst.
Unlimited. When did that? What was that episode? You're gonna have to remind me.
Wasn't that
That
at the
was the ending.
yeah,
that was like the last two
very end
episodes.
when Darkseid finally discovered the anti-life equation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he merged with because Lex brought him there, and Lex opened the door to get there or something, and because he merged with Brainiac to do that, and then Brainiac like lost him. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be with you. I'm going to be with the stronger one, like Venom going to like a different Spider-Man.
To a stronger host.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to go with this dude. And Metron, the one guy like pops out of nowhere for like one episode. Metron, who just watches everything, pops in and says, Lex, you shouldn't be doing this. And he goes, I'm not going to listen to you. It's like, fine, so be it.
Yeah, he's trying to be as conscious.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'd have to
This is
watch
Jiminy
that episode.
Cricket.
But that wasn't the last. That wasn't the second or last episode of Justice League Unlimited. That was because if you remember, Lex Luthor gave or did something to Darkseid with the equation. And
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
yeah, remember that? So that
he turned it around on him.
Yep. And he actually saved the world, and they're all looking at it being like, "Oh, isn't that a coincidence?"
Isn't that a coincidence?
Well, we just spoiled the crap out of the ending of Justice League Unlimited, but yeah.
If you were looking to watch it and that, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry, but it's been
on
way
Tubi.
too long. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, too bad. Yeah.
I mean, there's still plenty of reason to watch it. It definitely holds up.
Oh, it does. It does. It's a Toonami classic, so you were required to watch it in the history of Toonami. So
Indeed.
get to watching.
Yeah,
But anyways.
this was a fantastic climactic battle in My Adventures with Superman season 3. One can only wonder what threats loom beyond this.
Mr. AJ Tibb in the chat says, what if Kara flies him into the sun? That should fix him. You know what? That should fix him. He might be a little bit toasty, but it'll get right.
Theoretically.
I don't know if that's gonna work if he doesn't have his powers at the moment. So let's not make extra crispy Clark Kent, okay?
Supercharge him a little bit.
I mean, there's lots of ways Superman's regained his powers or come back from the dead in the comics. They'll probably do something similar to one of those.
So yeah, I mean, very interesting. I'm interested to see when Moana shows up. Oh, I mean Green Lantern shows up. How that works out, so to speak. Please tell me you all get the
yeah. It's
okay,
the same.
cool.
It's the same actress.
We got
she cameoed in the Comic-Con episode.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that. And they're like, "What do you mean by Moana?"
Super cool. I was like,
so.
Yeah, that's some pretty strong casting.
Which, by the way, I mean that could work. I mean, because if Moana's a demigod, then it just all goes into her ring and she turns into the Green Lantern. There you go.
Yeah,
I just explained it. There you go.
You sure did.
It's 10:10 at night, and I'm losing my mind. But yes, I explained it.
Yes, you did. Well, interestingly enough, there is going to be a My Adventures with Superman panel at San Diego Comic-Con. Hopefully, we get some good news there.
There's supposed to be, because I just got the release today. I'm sure you got it too, Sketch, but there is let me look this up because I had it on my phone earlier and I might as well say this. What is that panel? There is a here it is. Night of new exclusive content screening. Adult Swim kicks off Comic-Con weekend with an exclusive outdoor screening event where fans will get a first look at a collection of never before seen content, including surprise previews and can't miss reveals from across the network.
That's
And that's
very
on
vague.
Thursday. Yeah, they're being very vague. I mean, yes, they talk about My Adventures with Superman. They talk about Common Side Effects Season 2, President Curtis, Rick and Morty as well, Season 9. So, I mean,
They'll
there's
probably
some things
show
that,
some Get Juro
yeah,
since it's coming in the fall. They'll probably show maybe a full episode of Get Juro that night.
maybe they'll finally reveal what other series they're working on that the president mentioned in that interview.
Oh,
Which
they don't tend to do that during those showcases. But
sometimes they do. Sometimes.
was there something that got like a trailer during one of those?
Yeah, it was oh god. I want to say Lazarus.
Lazarus. Yeah, I have it. So Lazarus had a trailer or some type of teaser of saying, "Hey, here's the artwork. Here's what it should look like, and everything else." So we
Yep.
had that kind of like first opening in the jail cells and everything else. Uzumaki had a kind of like opening type thing to that as well. That was there.
Yeah, there were some things. I mean, over these I mean, it's been over 10 years at this point. I mean, since Toonami came onto Adult Swim. Um it's kind of been a mixed bag. Sometimes they tell you that it's something that they're going to preview for Toonami, and then other times it just gets, oh look, here's this. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? We didn't know about this kind of thing.
Well, yeah,
I think.
they used to do Toonami on the Green, but they haven't done that in a couple of years now.
Well, I mean, they some of these series they can't just bring out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Ninja Kamui stuff. That would not surprise me if they preview
Oh
some
yeah,
of that.
season 2.
It is in
Yep.
development.
So I mean,
You would
I
have to
wouldn't be
figure
surprised if
pretty
we see
far in
that.
development at this point.
Yeah.
They're still fishing the guy's suitcase out of that lake that he threw it in.
Mm.
No, leave
So
it.
I mean, there is some. I could see them saying some stuff. I hope they do because I do think that it's it's important. You know, we definitely want to know what Toonami has coming down the pipe, and I think that would be a great spot to do it. You know, anime is involved, is intertwined into San Diego Comic Con. It makes
In
sense.
the meantime, we'd like to know what's airing in 3 weeks.
Mm. Well, I mean, what we got? Blue Exorcist is kind of getting like,
It's
you
getting
know,
double reruns right now.
it's getting double reruns, so we know that we're gonna get that season probably. That season that we haven't gotten so far.
We
Um,
don't know that.
well, it makes sense though, because I mean, why would you just all of a sudden put it back on?
Well, they're just making use of the rights before they lose them in November.
Could be,
That's
could be.
probably why it's doubled up.
Um, you know, I do wonder if we'll see something else pop up as well. It does seem like,
Well, hopefully, because both Tokyo Revengers and Blue Lock's first season end in 2 weeks.
I mean, we do for we do get we have with Rooster Fighter we did have that with Viz, so I'm kind of hoping maybe something else will happen with Viz as well because I mean I think that's a good partnership there. It always has been a good partnership. Kind of wish they wouldn't have sold Crunchyroll, but that's a conversation that we keep having and annoys me every time.
Oh boy, Crunchyroll, why must you keep
Oh
giving me
yeah, I
reasons
forgot
to
about
hate
that.
you?
I didn't want to bring that up. I shouldn't have. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, what's that? What's that? You want to buy anime at the Crunchyroll store? Well, you better be a mid-tier subscriber, because otherwise you can't. Starting in August. They think they're Costco.
I don't get it. I don't.
It's asinine.
The cost.
Why
of
would
the
you
anime.
stop people from giving you more money?
It's the same reason why their shows aren't on Toonami. It's the same exact reason.
You know,
because
that's closer to the mark than I'd like to admit.
I mean, we've had this conversation so many times, Sketch. It's like
But this is just
you would think-
crazy. Like,
you would think that you would want to like shop your anime and get more money for your service. So not only
think.
you can improve it, but you can make more money. And you're not. So it's like,
improve Crunchyroll.
well,
Like that.
there's a lot. There's a lot of room for improvement now.
Oh, there's a lot of room for improvement, but they're never gonna fix it.
Mm.
Not as long as people are willing to pay for it as is.
I mean, there's that.
Unsubscribe.
Who's the guy that's running that new anime IP company? That guy used to run Crunchyroll, or he started Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but that's just like merchandising, licensing, that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the anime license too, because I read that as I thought that's what I was reading too.
I mean, that might be part of it, but
Yeah.
a lot of the IPs that they're talking about are already distributed by somebody.
True.
So I don't know, but I think it has less to do with the licensing the shows themselves and more to do with products, physical products, which clearly Crunchyroll's getting out of the business of. Oh no, wait, no, they'll continue to produce lots of physical products, just not anime physically.
But you physically have to have their membership. Boom.
Yes, and you must physically have to have their membership. Like it was, like okay, you have the higher tiers, you get like a discount at the store, but now you can't even shop there. I heard something about Netflix not letting people buy their shows on Blu-ray unless they're a subscriber. Is that a thing? That's also stupid.
Welcome to the new age of stupidity. But by the way,
what do I expect from Sony?
Here's a
Who are
plus.
getting rid of physical discs in 2028. Oh man, I could go all day.
I know you can, but I mean, a plus out of all this is people are coming back to the movie theaters, so there's that.
Oh, totally. You know,
and live action movies are dying, so hopefully that puts the nail in Disney's coffin of doing live action stupid series.
Please.
But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think Moana would have done better if you didn't do what you did to The Rock. So, yeah.
Also, might have been good to release it a little further away from Toy Story.
Well, I mean, to be fair, even I thought that Toy Story wasn't going to blow up as much as it did. I thought it was going to do good. Like, I thought it was just going to be, oh, okay, you know, does a couple hundred people, I mean, in my case, you know, couple hundred a night and call it a day. When all of a sudden it's doing like 400 on a Friday, 400 to 500 people on a Friday, 400 to 500 people on a Saturday. And you're looking at Toy Story going, how are you the biggest movie of the year? and then Minions comes out and it's not doing what it normally is supposed to do. And you're going, huh? What world are we living in right now?
We're living in a world where Toy Story 5
my
has
God.
convinced children to stop using their mobile devices, and I love it.
Mm.
I
So,
love it.
I
That
mean,
movie
sketch.
was worth making.
It's a very weird world. I I personally think that if PlayStation were to bring out a new generation here in the next year or two, their sales would be shitty, at least here in the United States, because I don't think a lot of people are gonna want to just do digital.
Well, we're gonna see with GTA 6.
I mean, Xbox is kind of on the right track with what you should do, but it's also
There's a lot of
going
problems
towards
with
being
Xbox.
digital. Oh
There's a lot of
yeah,
problems
but
with
I
all of
mean,
them.
they were saying that let's say you go to GameStop and you get insert game. If you insert it into your Xbox, you get a digital copy of it free, and then it follows that disc with you. But then, you know, they might be trying to go to digital anyway, so it's like eh, I'm confused. So, yeah.
Well, other than taking up hard drive space, I love the idea of buying a physical and getting a digital with it.
Yes.
What I don't love the idea of is you stick in something and you have to download it from a server because servers are not reliable.
Mm. Preach. Preach.
I mean,
So,
so Sony just eradicated so many movies from people's libraries, and y'all expect your games to be safe?
mm.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't if I were you.
Well, I think that's why a lot of people were bitching about it is because,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's like how do we trust that if you get rid of physical that I'm going to get to keep my digital? There is no trust.
There is
There
no
isn't.
trust. There
There
shouldn't
isn't.
be. They have
No.
not been trustworthy in that regard.
They haven't earned the trust that they should have a long time ago. And now and that's the thing that's killing me about Sony. It's a pattern. They're doing it with Crunchyroll. See how how I'm connecting this, guys?
I
Um
do. I do see how you're connecting it.
Sony has this like hard on for like let's do everything digitally so it doesn't waste us money. Here's the problem. If we could trust that you wouldn't pull the license of insert anime, and by doing that it takes away my copy, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Hey, guess what? Crunchyroll just lost Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
That was a Toonami show.
I
It's
mean,
not. And I hope you all have a physical copy like I do. It was definitely worth buying.
it's
Certified Hood Classic.
it's getting to the point where, I mean, think about this for a second, Sketch. Like, Netflix has become so obsessed with having anime, and rightfully so. It's doing really well on Netflix, and probably has made that solidify Netflix as a streamer, and is ironically destroying Crunchyroll, which gives me mixed feelings because I'm like, I don't know which one. I don't know if I like this or not because I shouldn't. Um, it's it's interesting to see Netflix sit there and look at the movie theater industry, for example, and go, yeah, maybe we should be putting our movies out there. But then also, there's this thirst for, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, we don't see 80s and some of the 90s movies out there on streaming. Not all of them are available on streaming services. So there's been this like there's started to be this um want of bringing like some kind of like, and no, I'm not saying bring Blockbuster back, but something along those lines of a rental thing. And it seems to be there's been some
What are you
tests out
talking
there.
about, Paul? Every digital purchase you make is a rental. But tush.
yeah, a shitty rental that you could lose. Um, but I mean, in all seriousness, like I can't remember what the name of the store is down in New York City, but they're already doing this with like older movies and stuff like that, and they're making a killing at one independent store down in New York City. So I think there's a open market for that, and it's going to be interesting to see if that makes a semi return for older stuff because we already can see that retros do well. Um, but it's it's really going to be interesting to see if we start to see some things come back that we didn't think were going to come back because of the age we're in. And that's why I'm always saying that it's like I talk about sometimes how like I feel like the TV industry is going to come back in some way, fashion, or form. And the only reason I say that is because you've taken cable now and just converted it into streaming because you're doing the exact same thing as what cable was trying to do and pissed you off about. So I do wonder if at some point, you know, it becomes cheaper to go get a cable service. And to be honest, if these networks are smart, making it cheaper to do that, hint, hint, would help you with that. That's part of the problem. Stop charging $500,000 to these cable providers for fucking ESPN, for example, and Disney. Um, but I think we're on there. There is a track there that could happen with that as well. It's going to be a very interesting future to see where everything goes, and I think generally that's why Toonami is still here. I mean,
That's part of the reason.
there's something to say that if there's still a viewership that brings people in because Toonami's on, why is that happening when you have streaming over here and you can do the exact same thing whenever you want? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this future, but it's nice to know that the president of Adult Swim is backing Toonami and doesn't want to get rid of it. And I'm hoping that maybe at some point we get to a point where Toonami, at least with originals, is leading the way. It's never going to be a Netflix. It's never going to be a Crunchyroll. But, you know, I can dream, I guess.
Yeah, they're
But
all about those unique, bespoke experiences.
and again, I mean, and I'll say this real quick. I think, and I've said this before, again, like I said, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I probably will say it even more times down the road. HBO Max, Warner Brothers Discovery has actually found a niche in putting the show on a network and then next day on a streaming service, and it's worked. And it's not just Toonami, but Toonami's a good example of it, at least with anime. And I think that if some of these other places like a Disney Plus are smart enough, like they should be doing that as well. Is there viewership on a Disney Channel these days? I don't know. But it's I think that's a unique thing to see. And I kinda like it. I kinda like it. So
Yeah, it's nice. It's comforting.
hmm
Though this is way out of the topic that we have been discussing here, going back to Blue Lock, I like this comment from Mr. AJ Tibb in the chat. Apparently, in today's World Cup game, life imitated art. Argentina was down 1-0 to England with 10 minutes left. Argentina decided to pull all that they can, the defenders, and went all offensive and ended up winning 2-1. Their uniforms were all blue as well. And on top of that, Messi one of the world's best strikers, didn't score either goal, but assisted them just like Isaki did. I am convinced Ego is right. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say he's definitely right, but he's kind of on to something.
That's some crazy coincidence right there.
Kind of on to something. Yeah, not much left of this season of Blue Lock. Not much left of this season of Tokyo Revengers. We'll see what the future holds. Why are all these shows about controlling the future? What a coincidence.
It's like they know something.
Yeah.
And
Toonami
knowing
really
is half the
planned this
battle.
year well. Correlate all of this. Yeah, it was probably a happy accident.
Or is it?
Yes. To wait and see. Hindsight is everything, though. Man, Gil, if you're listening, get on this podcast. We want to talk to you, Gil. Get on here. Get on here. All right. You can email us at podcast@toonamifaithful.com. You can follow us on facebook.com/ToonamiFaithfulPodcast and on Twitter @ToonamiPodcast. You can listen to the podcast on just about everything, including Apple Podcasts, CastBox, Deezer, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Podbay, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Radio.com, Spotify, and the TuneIn app. You can also find every episode of the podcast to stream online at the same place they found the encrypted clinical trials on Lazarus. SoundCloud.com/Toonami Faithful Podcast. Get the latest news by following @ToonamiFaithful.com on Blue Sky and @Toonami News on Twitter. And read the news, views, and reviews on ToonamiFaithful.com. Steven, tell the folks where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me on like every social media platform under MXA Ghost. If I may promote one thing that I usually don't promote, I
You
made a YouTube video about
Ooh.
Kamen Rider Kuga and like basically what happened with streaming and them taking it off of YouTube and everything else. And so I made a 30-something minute video rant that I went on about everything. Am I going to make any more videos? Who knows? But I made a video. But yeah, you can find that under MXA Ghost. It's up there. I don't really care. You can find it on my social. You want to watch it, you can. You don't? That's totally fine too.
Okay. And Paul, tell the folks where they can find you.
Well, today and tomorrow you'll find me in a bunch of wildfire smoke gas, and yeah, it's gonna be very unhealthy tomorrow. By the way, I got bronchitis from it last time, so
Ugh.
I will be wearing a mask. So if anybody sees me in public, fuck you if you make fun of me. You can find me at Paul Pascrillo on Twitter and Blue Sky, though I haven't really been using Blue Sky as much as I probably should. And you can email me, paulpascrillo@toonamifaithful.com as usual. So, yeah. And Sketch, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Sketch1984 and on Blue Sky, Sketch1984. And though I did not make an appearance, I was involved in coming up with Geekcast Radio's Top 100 Animated Series, the 15th anniversary edition from the 15 years since they did it the first time. And I helped compile that list. So you won't hear me, but maybe you can sense some of my influence in how the list shaked out. They have actually finished the list. Heartbreaking to me. Only one Ninja Turtles cartoon made the list. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how the 2000. It was the 1987 one, of course.
Okay.
And that was like in the top 10 again. And I would not make that a top 10 show. I'm sorry. I love that show, but no. No, absolutely not. I would not rate it above the 2003 or the 2012.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the fast forward episodes where they go to the future.
I would rate it above those. But 2003 as a whole, no.
Mm.
And yeah, 2003 just barely missed the 100. I think it made the list last time, so I don't know what happened there. And 2012 also barely missed. And I'm like, come on, I should have ranked them higher on my own list, even though I tried to be real legit in how I ranked these things, factoring in the significance, the importance, how well it holds up. You know, I didn't want my own bias to affect things too much, but my bias my bias flag flew hard when I put One Piece at 5. But I didn't put it at 1. I cannot in my right mind put One Piece at 1. I can't do
What's
it.
your one?
Looney Tunes.
Okay.
Come on. And no, Looney Tunes did not get number 1. Again, I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
What was like the number one top 3? Let's go for all of them.
But number 1 was Batman.
Mm, okay.
Number 2 was The Simpsons. Just like 15 years ago. That was number 1 and number 2. And I don't really have a problem with that, other than the fact that I think Looney Tunes could be ahead of those. Looney Tunes was 4.
What was your top 3, Scott?
My top 3 was Looney Tunes, Batman, The Simpsons.
Okay. So, yeah.
4 was Animaniacs. 5 was One Piece.
Mm.
And Animaniacs ranked really high. I think, was it 3rd or 4th? I don't quite remember. And I listened to this fairly recently. But once again, I was disappointed. I think Looney Tunes was 4th. Like, what? 4th? Looney Tunes? Come on. I feel like they waited. Okay, and fair enough. If you're weighting shows that were made for television higher than shows that are a compilation of theatrical shorts, okay. Like, they way too low ranked Tom and Jerry and Popeye. Like, crazy low. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tom and Jerry is an institution. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Ridiculous the ranking for Tom and Jerry. But they were like, well, we're ranking this Tom and Jerry show that was like a compilation of the shorts and not necessarily the best one. It's like, it's an animated series, dude. If it's a series of shorts, that's still a series. Doesn't matter if it was on TV. You had streaming shows too. Like, come on. That's my little tirade. But otherwise, it was an interesting list. A lot of Toonami shows made the list. It's a fun listen. Go to geekcastradio.com. Listen to the whole thing. It's going to take you a while. There's like, they do 25 shows at a time, and it usually takes like 2-3 hours of the final cut. I'd have to imagine that it was longer when they were recording. Whew, glad I didn't have to edit that. Yeah. I might chime in on if there's like a call-in episode. And I think there will be, because there was one originally. And I thought I actually missed it, but it seems like they did like their wrap-up episode, which was not necessarily that. I don't know. I haven't finished listening to that. I've been too busy listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl. Kuro was right. It's fabulous. I love it. Very, very good. I've been listening to the audiobook. Because, I can't possibly get myself to read things. Not fiction, anyway. Not a very, very long book, or a long book series, as it were. But yeah, I will definitely want to talk about Dungeon Crawler Crawl another time. But we're not going to do that right now. Because Kuro's not here, for one thing. And we missed her. Hopefully she can chime in on anything that was significant to her in the Tokyo Revengers and Blue Lock episodes we just talked about earlier. But for now, we're gonna wrap this up. So
That's what she said.
thank you all for listening, whether you tuned in live or wait, one more thing, very Toonami relevant. It took mere days, like 2 days, to reach the $400,000 goal for the Tenchi Galaxy anime pilot. The people are hungry for Tenchi.
And please don't encourage cult. Please. Please don't.
It is currently at 543,219 of their goal. I'm not sure what their stretch goals are. What's the stretch goal? The stretch goal. Well, they've already got it. It was making a documentary was their 500,000 stretch goal. Their 450,000 was Japanese language track. So when they were originally planning this, they were just going to have an English cast. And they got almost everyone from the old dub. Ayeka will not be voiced by Jennifer Darling. Instead, it will be Christina V taking over for Ayeka. But they got back a lot of the folks that they didn't for like I Tenchi Muyo and some of the other stuff. So awesome. Really thinking, and I have to mention this because people are like, we didn't expect this to really blow up in the US, but you know what else would blow up in the US? Some kind of continuation of Outlaw Star. Yes, make it so.
Season 3 of Big O.
That too. Yeah. I just love to see this support. It's awesome. And Best Girl Keone is back because it's a sequel to Tenchi Universe. I'm very happy about that. So we will keep you all updated on any other developments with that. And I don't know. Maybe it's not impossible for this to air on Toonami at some point. It could happen. They had Kickheart. That was another Kickstarted thing. So I think it was. I might be wrong about that. Maybe I'm just thinking it was a Kickstarted thing because it had kick in the title. No, I think it was. But I'm not gonna look it up right now because I'm tired. You look it up. It drives me crazy when people like respond to things on social media and they're like, tell me about this. I'm like, why don't you look it up yourself? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just a moment of research. just a little web search. The AI will tell you. As much as I don't like to use the AI. Those AI summaries are often very wrong. And it's kind of hilarious. If it weren't so very, very dystopian. But yeah. Dystopian. Like that future in My Adventures with Superman. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Toonami Faithful Podcast. We hope you enjoyed. We always appreciate your listenership. Be sure to share the podcast with your friends if you think they would be interested. And until next time, Keone is best girl. Fight me.